Good morning, YouTube. Morning, Jones. Big Larry's in the house this morning. Hope you're good on this Tuesday morning. Boy, my eyebrow's sticking up a little again today. I have no idea, Cartel. Good. It's about time. He's probably going to tell the courts he couldn't do anything because he ain't got no renters giving him money. Yeah, I'd love to be a fly on that wall in that courthouse tomorrow. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's probably burnt through the estate money, people. I mean, then 30,000 don't last long when you ain't got no money coming in. Hell, I can blow 30,000 in 3, 4, 5 months. Exactly what he did. Yeah, his kids were maids. They wasn't kids, they're maids. Yeah, exactly. He gave that girl, he says he didn't. He says someone else donated it in his name. I don't believe that, people. There is not one part of that I believe. Unless it's J Dubs that donated it. That's the only one that would donate that kind of money. Maybe J Dubs sucked his daddy in laws and got daddy in law to give him the money. Or that's what's left after they bought that house. Well, I don't know. $3,000's pretty easy to come with J Dubs. He got a rich father in law. Remember? He just bought him a brand new house. And I noticed New York houses ain't cheap. Morning Shade. Yeah, he lives off of his in laws, exactly. And his wife. Okay, Cartel. No, that don't make her bad. I mean, as long as she's got a good man to show her how to lead the ropes, just because she's got a disability don't mean she's dumb or retarded or anything. Yeah, I didn't know, but I appreciate you telling me, Cartel. You know, my wife is disability too, people. So we're not talking about you, honey. I bet it was, Shade. We had tacos last night. Morning, man. Yeah, I'm running late today and never even did a show yesterday. Larry didn't feel too hot yesterday. Vaughn's gods must be working on me. But my God made me feel better, so that's the main thing. Oh, yeah, I believe that, Cartel. Yeah, we do tacos once a week, every week. That is one of my wife's favorite meals. I think my wife, if she can get away with it, we'd have tacos every single night. But I won't let her get away with that. Yeah, my nose is still stuffy and gagging, and we are doing good, McDonald. I appreciate it. Well, I don't think he can go to jail for the estate unless, if he stole all the money from the estate, they're going to say something to him about it. Like, where'd all the money go? Show me receipts showing that you paid all the bills. They're going to want copies of all that, Von Hilton. The worst thing that can happen tomorrow is they start taking the properties. No, Chopper, we have not found nowhere yet. Well, if he stole the money and didn't spend it on the state is filing bankruptcy and he's going to lose it all. Yep, exactly. He goes to court tomorrow for the estate, as far as I understood, Shade. That's what I said earlier, Tom. I'd like to be a fly on the wall in that courtroom. Yeah, get your popcorn ready and your drinks. Yeah, I know you did say that, Tom. Just get someone who Vaughn doesn't know sit in the court. Usually they clear the courtrooms. Is it an open court? Okay, I don't know. Yes, he is known as the village idiot, the whole town idiot. Yep. Well, you figure he had the property taxes. He's got house insurance on all of them. Then he's got his light bill, his phone bill, water bill. Yep, exactly, cartel. It's going to happen, people. It takes time. I know all of us wanted everyone to get a hold of him. We wanted him broke and gone a long time ago, but it takes time to do shit like that. Yeah. Donate some cat litter to him, maybe. That's about the only donation I'd give him. Cat litter after the cats used it. I don't care if he's starving or not. For someone starving, he sure eats online every single day. Yes, yes. Yeah, definitely on Suckler because he's the main man. He's the one that's been there the longest. I agree. I told Uncle Little Jim I'd like to have a party, and he's like, "A party? What are you having a party for?" And I was like, "All the Trows. I want to invite all Von Hilton's Trows down to this land." He said he'd let me know. Yeah, he is the Al Capone. I get confused with a lot of different names when you guys are, got all these different names. For a long time, I used to get messed up with Solar Opinion and Solar Marshall, but I've got them figured out now. And then there's another guy, I'm not going to say no names, who has two different names on here. One time you see him in one name, the other one he's in the other name. So I just try to make sure I'm getting the right people. Yeah, it's like when Todd and Toby are both here. I get them mixed up when I scan over there and look at their names. Yeah, I know it's all right, Tom. They get used to me. They know I'm only a sixth grader. Ha ha. A sixth grader smarter than a 2-year college degree. I'm not saying I'm smart. Fuck. I know who the first president is, and I know who the president is now. I know who was our last president, and that's the only ones I give a shit about. Good morning, Toby. Oh yeah, we would definitely have a party on Crane Creek if he goes to jail or loses in all of it. Yeah, the road is Crane Creek. They live on Crane Creek. Have the military do a flyover. Oh, yeah. Morning, kitty. Yeah, I cut my hair last week. Oh, yeah, no problem, Tom. Okay. Yeah, I like having short hair. It's easy to take care of. It ain't all wild and crazy looking. So I give myself an army cut every year, sometimes 2 or 3 times a year. There, what is happening on March the 1st? As far as I know, nothing. He told me I had to be out by February 1st. And I got a live video of him saying I had to be out by February 1st. Well, people, when he said that, it was already February the 8th or 10th or 12th somewhere. So that must mean I got until February 1st, 2024. Yes, he did, 4 acres. Oh, yeah, I'm definitely going to make him take me to court. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about that. From what I remember, you should have been out by January 1st. Yeah, I should have been out by November 1st, the day I didn't pay my rent. I have no contract with him, so I don't care how he tries to evict me. He's going to take me in front of the judge. There is no rental contract on this house. He is to give me a verbal removal, a written one, and then after I refuse to leave, he is to take me to court. So he has to go pay the bailiff to bring me a notice out here to go to court. I go to court, and then the judge will tell me how many days I have left to get out. Well, when we go in front of the judge, make sure you're watching this, Von Hilton. When we go in front of the judge, I'm going to tell the judge there was no lease on this property when I moved in. Me and your mother had a verbal contract. You're saying I have not paid no rent since the day I walked in. I'm going to tell that judge I want her to view these things that he's throwing me out because I killed his mom. She wants to know why I'm mad and I ain't paying rent. Yeah, I killed his mom. I stole money from his mom to send my kid to college. I'm trying to kill him by getting him evicted out. I'm killing him by not taking my food out of my house and taking it to him. He says on a live video that I cannot leave nothing. I leave with the clothes on my back only. He's taking my wife, my kids, my food, my clothing. He gets it all. Ordered by the courts, he said. Retard. The judge cannot order that. Von Hilton, you're as stupid as a fucking I'm sorry. I don't mean to say that. 4-year-olds are smarter than you, Von Hilton. A 4-year-old who has never even been into the school building is smarter than you. They got common sense, something that you don't have. And if you ain't got common sense in this world, you're barely going to survive. Ask me, I know I got plenty of common sense. I had cameras in Alice's house. Yes, I did, and I will admit to it. Yeah, I bought a brand new truck. Where's that brand new truck? I got a 2003 Chevy Trailblazer a couple years ago. Where'd the money come from? They're called stimulus checks. Yeah, I did this, I did that. And I'm fucking tired of hearing the bullshit. I want him to tell that judge that I've never paid rent since I've lived here because I'm taking rent receipts with me. And I'm going to say, well, if I didn't pay rent, how come I got rent receipts with his mother's name on them? With Millie's name on them. Why do I got bank statement showing that I deposited $900 in the bank account? Where do you think the $900 came from, Vaughn? Not you paying rent, not your mommy paying rent. Larry's paying rent. Carla was paying rent. Yeah, he's been staying out on Odyssey there. John's been helping him come across. I don't know how to do that 4 acres. Somebody's recording it. I'll catch it later. I don't know how to copy and paste. Not on YouTube. I do on Facebook. Yeah, somebody else will get it. Someone to hear it. It ain't gotta be the same old fucking shit. He ain't been putting nothing different in the last 15 years until me and Ronnie Ray started getting involved, and then he starts running his mouth about us a little bit more. We're used to it. We don't give a fuck. Ain't shit he can do about it. One of these days, he's going to be going down the wrong road. Yeah, that'll stream it later. Todd's catching it. I think Todd's computer automatically comes on when Von Hilton's computer comes on. Yeah, see, hell, I never even knew he goes to court tomorrow. I didn't know it was tomorrow. And that's good. Yeah, I know he did get a strike. I remember hearing that. Well, I know the criminal judge has seen some of them. I know the child support agency's judge has seen some of them. I'm going to probably say all of the judges have seen them. Come on now. There's 3 judges, people. That's it. We don't have 20, 30, 40 different courtrooms and 15 different judges. And we have 3 judges, one for each one. Civil, corrupt, or whatever they call that. Misdemeanors, felonies, and then the children's. Tom, they've known about him since the year he moved down here. Judges can be gotten to. Yeah, especially when they're all your cousins. They're all cousins. Lord have mercy on Vaughn's soul. Alice Lake is. Mama, can I get some mud? Yeah, he admitted it. Go get him, Von Hilton. Yeah, the abandoned gold mines would work too. Exactly. Them would work too. Them pig farms will help. Won't even be a fingerprint left. Messing with me, that's what he's gonna get, a grizzly. Sorry, y'all. Just make sure my pills are all here. I have no idea, Chopper. Dr. Del Mondo testified against him. The only thing I would say is that doctor would have probably been one of the baby doctors. Being years back, because he never dealt with his mother's doctor. That was me. Me and Jim and I'm sorry, you're right. Let me take my credit off that. Don't put that out there. Don't quote that. Don't call me a liar. I did not have too much interest in her doctor. I can tell you the person that did. She's in there making a cup of coffee. But I was the driver. I drove her to every doctor's appointment she had. Every time she wanted to go out to eat, I took her. Every time she needed to go to the grocery store, I took her, or I went by me and the wife went and got it. My wife is the one that went into the doctor's office with Aunt Alice every time.
Thank you for telling them that.
And that is why Miss Alice used to call my wife her angel.
I didn't feel like one, but that's what you
Yeah,
said.
I agree. I think my father and his mother swapped children when we were both young. I was her getaway driver. Well, she liked to go out and do things. She might have been 90 years old, people, but she liked to get her hair done. She worked her ass off all her fucking life. If she wanted to get her hair done, I don't care if it cost her $500 every time she got it done. She wanted it done, she got it done. Did Miss Alice have money? Yes. Was she rich? No. She had enough money to survive the rest of her life and to leave. Let me make this clear as day, and to leave her son and her daughter everything because her husband was already gone. Well, then her daughter died. So it would all go to her son. She got tired of her son, so they put a will out that put the three grandbabies. After the three grandbabies were all born, she made a will for them. Okay, well, after that, Jim quit the job. Jim didn't want nothing to do with it. He got tired of Irvy's mouth, and she wouldn't get rid of him before Jim could fix the problem. So Irvy took over. He must took her to a lawyer and had another will wrote out. And I think that's where that will is right now that we're all, wondering about. Me, I don't give a shit which way, if his kids get it or if he gets it. If he gets it, it's gone this year. If the kids get it, at least it'll last until they're 21 and they can have a couple $100,000 sitting in the bank and still own the properties. Yeah, exactly. The magic will. So I don't really care. I mean, she don't have nothing I want. Would it be nice to have 167 acres? Yeah. Would it be nice to own Lake Alice? Yeah. But I don't and don't care if I do or don't. Hell, I'm lucky if I got another 5 years on this earth. I don't know about any of you, but when I'm ready, I'm ready. And people, I've been ready for years. Main thing I'm waiting for is watching my kids graduate from college. And making sure my wife is fully equipped and going to be took care of the rest of her life. Besides that, I'm ready to go to hell, heaven or hell, whichever one I'm going to.
Call from Croydon, KY.
Just tell a marketer, baby.
Call from Croydon, KY. Leave your name and number. We'll get back with you.
Yeah, personally, people, I've been going there since 2007, Alice's house. I think it was 2006 or 2007 is the first year I've ever been to Alice's house. And I never remember seeing any jars in her closet. Did I ever go in her bedroom? Yes, I did. Did I ever go in her closet? No, I didn't. The first 2 years of the family reunion, if we were taking our coats off or whatever, she made everyone lay them down on her bed. And that changed within 2, 3 years because after I started being around her, I told her I wouldn't let nobody, and I mean nobody, in my bedroom. Not to go use her bathroom, not to go put coats on the bed or anything. Use them spare bedrooms you got back there. That's what they're there for. You don't let nobody in your bedroom. Your bedroom is where you hold all your worldly possessions, I would call them. I already told him where the $1,000 bills are. Stall number 3 in the barn. Vaughn, dig the hole about 5 foot deep and you'll start finding jars. I like that, Cartel. You made me laugh. You know, I thought about that too, baby Jane, and I have to agree with you on that 100%. What kind of growing man calls his dad daddy? I got news. I don't think either one of my boys has called me daddy since they were both 4 years old. And now it's dad. I don't know, Richard. Really, who was on the $1,000 bill? The last war bond paid out in 2020, 2012. That's hell. That could have been Uncle Jim turning them in. Stinky take a shower. Did he? I doubt that. You're lying. You're dreaming. Honestly, I've never seen no savings bonds neither. And personally, I don't ask Jim. That's none of my business. That's if Jim took them, Jim took them. That's his business. I mean, but personally, I don't see Jim taking something like that of Alice. I don't think Uncle Jim would take anything from Alice. Jim's name is not Irvy. Von Hilton. Anything and everything Uncle Jim has, he's worked his ass off to make it. Did he get help from Alice? He might have had Alice give him a helping hand. Who knows? Alice had no problem giving people helping hands as long as they paid her back. She loaned me $1,000 to go to bury my mother. I was home 5 days later and I handed her $1,000 back. Vaughn talks about Alice like she was the Monopoly man and not an old woman living in a double wide trailer in the poorest county in Kentucky. Very true. Well, Cartel, the main reason she lived here is because this is where she was born. She wanted to go back to her hometown.
Leave your name and number. We'll get back with you.
She was born here, raised here a few years. They moved to Hamilton, Ohio. They lived up there quite a few years. She grew up in Hamilton, the high schools and junior high and whatever was there. And she made enough money to come back home, buy a little piece of property, and settle down, retire, and kick back and relax on her front. She bought a pond. She had the land. She bought the land. She went ahead and paid somewhere between $30,000 to $50,000 to have Lake Alice put in there. My grandfather was born in 1904. Yes, mine was. I don't even remember. I'd have to look in the book. That's why I write it down where I can keep an eye on it. Millionaires don't live in double wides. Well, it was cheaper than building a house back then. And Alice, as you all can tell, it looked like she liked to move because she owned the home Uncle Jim was in. That is the Sessler property. She brought it from them. And she lived in it a few years. Then she went ahead and got another trailer. Where her property sits right now. And then she bought the Lake Alice property without Lake Alice. Then she bought the brick home down the road. Then she bought a 1 acre. Then she bought mine. And then she bought the other two. VONHELTON, where do you think all your mom's monies went? Yes, that is exactly right. 4 acres. Yep, Miss Alice was born January 18th, 29. And Guilford was her father. Because he is my grandfather. My great grandfather, to be exact. Because my grandfather would be Arnold, which is Guilford's oldest kid. Yeah, $80 billion. I got news for everybody. If I even had 1% of $80 billion, I would not be living in the state of Kentucky, people. Sorry. Love Kentucky, think it's beautiful and all, but I don't think I'd be living here. I'd be living on the Hawaiian Islands where it's 80 degrees right now, drinking me one of these nice, beautiful little drinks and puffing on a big fat painkiller. Yeah, exactly. His inheritance has been being spent for the last 30 years of his life. She's paid all of his bills, made sure he had food, and Alice wasn't, how can I say this? She wasn't really money hungry. She was, but she wasn't. I mean, if it was like the family reunion people, I know for a proven fact that she would spend over $1,000 every family reunion. She mainly, she paid the band. Everybody might have threw a couple dollars here and there in, but she literally paid the band. She usually bought the main course of the dinners, like chicken or whatever. Hell, I remember when she went up to IGA's and told them that she wanted, what was it, 200 pieces of chicken? They looked at her like, what? And they started cooking it. When we have our family reunion, she pays somebody to come in her house, clean it. As soon as the reunion's over, she's paying someone else to come in her house and clean it. And her house never got dirty. No, she never did Swanson's that way. Usually she went to one of the, or she'd order 50 pizzas.
Call from 1364208.
That'd be something already cooked where she didn't have to cook. And everybody in the family would bring something.
Leave your name and number. We'll get back with you.
I will not answer that, 4 acres. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you got it, Cartel. Yep, he sure does, farm. Yeah, it's hell to sit there and watch them die. I understand, Tom. Everybody lives their own lives the way they want. You know, you can try to tell people, oh, that's bad, this, that, and everything, but everyone's going to do what they want to do. Oh, I definitely agree to that one, Cartel. No, I think, honestly, I think it's something like a month and a half. The state can hold it. And after a month and a half, I think they literally take care of it and maybe bill him or something. I have no idea. Yeah, exactly, Tom. He can't even go up the hill with that truck to see his mom. Everything's pretty good, TLM. Just sitting around doing a Tuesday morning show. I didn't do no Monday one. More than 30 years. 58 years. I mean, when has he ever left from up under mommy's shirt, people? Someone just said 30 years. It's been all 58 years or 57 years, something like that. Oh, you got to count the 9 months he was gone for the army because he couldn't have been under mommy's skirt or shirt or whatever. Shirt tail, I call it. Do they even put you in graves? I think they just drop you on the ground and fill in a hole. Well, Florida is a very beautiful state. Expensive, but beautiful. Just watch out for the hurricanes. I lived down in Fort Lauderdale for about 3 years, so if I had big bucks like Von Hilton says I do, I'd probably be living in Florida if I couldn't afford Hawaii. Von Hilton always kept telling people, "Oh, Larry's brainwashing her. Larry's brainwashing her." People, there wasn't no way Larry's brainwashing her because me personally, if I was brainwashing her, she would have been sitting on some Hawaiian island or the Florida coast in the beach area where she can just pick up her phone and say, T-bone steak, some fries, and maybe a little cottage cheese, and a Dr. Pepper, please. Hang the phone up and they bring it to her. If the woman was rich like that, that's the way it would have been. Me, I told her I'd sell everything and live it up high off the hog. And the day you know you're going to die or you know you're getting ready to, will it, everything, to the Goodwill or to some donation, not to Von Hilton. Well, he'll lose his driver's license. I wouldn't worry about his driver's license. I worry about my freedom. They start with driver's license. They take your freedom. I know. My brothers went to jail for that already. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about losing my driver's license. I mean, hell, they can take mine right now. I'm still going to drive. Closest cop to me right now is 45 minutes away. We don't see a cop unless somebody calls them out here. I have no idea, Tom. I have no idea how his bills are being paid. If he gets caught driving without plates and without insurance, they will tow it on the spot. They don't play with that. We don't have to take a second one as long as we keep them valid. If the Frost never paid it when they were in charge of the estate, I doubt Vaughn. We did pay it when it was all when we had control of it. We paid everything. All her bills were covered. Fries with the T-bone, yeah. Oh, it's a baked potato all the way. It better be a big baked potato. I like them big potatoes, not them little things that use them as golf balls. I don't know what he's ordered to pay. They're gonna go by a percentage of what you got coming in, which he has nothing coming in. And you say you heard it was 50. Is that 50 for all three kids or is that 50 per kid? Even if you burn the title of the county still has a copy. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, there's copies of them. Anybody that owns a vehicle, there's a copy of your titles. We have computer days now. Computers come out now, buddy. They keep track of everything. Good morning. Hopefully, everybody had a good weekend. We did pretty good. We watched football, or not football, but NASCAR, and watched that Yellowstone most of the whole weekend. My wife liked that Yellowstone movie show, so we watched that the whole weekend, except when NASCAR came on. It could have been Cartel. Yeah, and that's the only thing he cared. He didn't care for his kids. He cared for the paychecks. That's food stamps. That's a couple $100 a month coming in food stamps. That's a check coming in every month for the government to help you. You know, I seen a video this morning that I was watching that he said my name in something about me and a Ray was at his house or his mom's house, and he told us something about Uncle Jim. I don't remember that. I don't remember that one bit. So Vaughn, I don't know who you're thinking about. It might have been Ray, but I don't remember it being me. Yeah, he didn't know how to parent them. I mean, anybody can be a father. Being a father don't make you a man. Being a father means you just put it somewhere that you shouldn't have put it. A dad is the person that raises you. And some of us are lucky that we have this same. There's some of us that didn't have the same. I have a father and I have a dad. Yeah, he was the donor, not a dad. Okay, I'll take it that way if you want to put it that way. Yeah, exactly. Well, his computer time was more important than his wife and kids. I mean, look how often he got on, people. When he gets on, Andrea got on. Neither one of them wanted to get off. because they wanted to do the same thing. Well, why they're doing the same thing playing on the computer, them kids are doing whatever they want to do. They're not getting fed right. They're not getting bath right. They're not getting dressed right. They're not learning ABCs. They're not learning the one, two, threes. Because I taught my kids all that before they even went to school. I don't know what you guys teach them, but I taught them. Read them stories, read them books, show them pictures and tell them what they are. Yeah, exactly. He does 8 and 12-hour streams and blames other people. It cost him $2 million to go to the Golden Corral. Yeah, and I've been to that Golden Corral. It wasn't worth $2. And Vaughn didn't pay for that Golden Corral trip, people. Andrea's mother did. Vaughn might have paid for the gas in the truck, but that was it. And to tell you the truth, I think Andrea's mother gave him gas money too. So yeah, exactly, Cartel. Yeah, see, you've heard it too. Me too. Andrea's mom paid for the Golden Corral and probably for the gas to get to Golden Corral. Because the Golden Corral is about 40 miles from us. Closest one. Yeah. I don't know why he lies so much. I mean, why lie? We're going to find the truth out anyways. Why don't you just say you're just a poor bastard trying to survive? Because that's what it is. I'm a poor bastard just trying to survive. I'll admit it. I don't give a shit. I'm not ashamed of my background. I'm not ashamed of anything I've done in my life. He's going to sue everybody. Somebody should name him Sue. Maybe that's what his mommy was going to name him if he was a girl, Sue. And if there's any Sues on here, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to down your name. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I like the stinky. They better find out real quick, Andy, because I think Uncle Jim's going for it all. I hope it goes in his name. Please, if anyone sees it tomorrow after court, he says it's in his name. Please let me know. Because I will call Uncle Jim right on the spot, and Uncle Jim will call his lawyers. Thinking about doing a little bit of packing today, making sure all the loose shit's all put, packed away and ready to go. I will definitely try to set that up, Andy. Hell, we'll have a party there, not just line up the chairs. Once Uncle Little Jim takes it off, we'll have a party at Lake Alice. I think I can con Jim into that. And he's got a barbecue grill and he has a barbecue griddle. So he has both. So we'll have enough things to cook on. This has been done almost a week ago, Little. I believe you. You have a good day, Farm. Party at Crane Creek. Yep. Well, as soon as everything goes in his name, his Uncle Jim's lawyers are ready. Then he went to Utah Gun Exchange and got trolled off the website because he couldn't block people. Yeah. I still got a lot of stuff to hear about what's been going on. I know. I just been just starting to go backwards. And I get confused because I'm going backwards. I need to go right from the beginning and start there, but I don't have a couple years to blow away. I have a wife and kids to keep happy. Not like Vaughn, who don't give a shit about his wife and kids.
Better stop that. Little witch.
It's a hanging. You working on the boy?
No. I'm doing dishes.
Mr. Frost is doing good and Mrs. Frost is doing good.
No.
Yeah, it's called Wake Up Yawns. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I do too. People, Big Larry's going to get off here today. Hour and 10 minutes. Breakfast is being served. Appreciate y'all being here. I'll try to get on later maybe. You guys have a good day. Peace out.